Okay, hello everyone. My name is Yi-Chih, and today I'd like to sharing my research before so-called multi-countries consolidation in commercial port free trade zone for small or medium-sized logistics service provider. And here is to show your contents, including the introduction to the commercial port free trade zone. Basically, the free trade zone, they have different kind of free trade zone type. So that's why in this case we're talking about commercial port. That means free trade zone nearby the seaport. Another is advantage of commercial port free trade zone, and later how to operate their business model in this area. And how about the performance of commercial port free trade zone? Another issue we are talking about some definition of multi-country consolidation. How about their advantage? How about their current state of development? And also what's wrong with the MCC and in commercial port free trade zone, and what kind of solution we can support. Okay, this is my simple introduction of Vita. I'm got a job. I'm professor of National Kaohsiung University of Science and Technology in Taiwan. I got degree in PhD degree from Jeong University, Seoul in Korea. Specialized in the shipping policy, maritime and port logistics, and the civil strategy. Okay, first one, and we talk discussing about our introduction to commercial port. Basically, in the 2003, Taiwan government have carried out the act of establishment and the management of free trade zone. So, introduce means attracting some multinational enterprise or logistics service provider to operate some very ad in this free trade zone. And also, they hope to get to because for example, they located in Kaohsiung port. It's not only to encourage you to import cargo or export cargo or transshipment cargo. Also, they hope to create some very air cargo in this free trade zone. Okay, they have some governments to think about the follow this kind of slogan. They changed it 2008, privatize development project of the nation. So they offer some incentive to some tenants company enter this free trade zone. For example, your goods to be transported from overseas is a free trade zone and without tax. And also you can for a good to be sold by a business enterprise in a tax zone or bond area and so on. So you can get some benefit from in many respects. Okay, here is another commercial their purpose. Let's take out some free trade zone, port type free trade zone. They have some purpose. For example, developing some model of some global logistics management system, effecting some aggressive promotion of trade liberalization and international. Of course, they have to facilitating the smooth flow of personal goods, finance, and technology. Okay, here just show on how many some free trade zone, especially for the port time free trade zone in Taiwan. In Keelung, we have Keelung Port Free Trade Zone set up in the 2004. Kaohsiung, Taichung were set up in 2005. And Shuao Port Free Trade Zone 2010. Taipei Port Free Trade Zone 2012, and Anping Port. Okay, here is it's our location here. So you can see that this is it's a free trade zone, the north, and the Suao is east, and also we have see the Taipei port, and also you can see some Taichung port, and entry port and the Gaussian port. They have different function in this area. For example, in Gaussian port, this belong to some function focus on small and light products, 3C complements, compact products. In Gaussian, focus on the merger container transit hub, market consolidation, and LNE. Okay, this is just show our Gaussian ports bird view map. Okay, they have a westbound area and eastbound area. Here just show the Gaussian port, and you can see the Gaussian port have a different terminal, and also we have some general cargo terminal or bulk cargo terminal or liquid terminal and so on. Okay, here just show you some advantage of commercial port free zone, including the overlaying the tax preference and some autonomous management. So you can, for example, some warehouse or container terminal, they can make some customer clearance by themselves. And inside the border, but outside the border custom. That means you keep it. Means this area is without any tax, so you can do some processing and some various activity. For example, some packing and some labeling, and also we offer some one-stop administrative service, and also they have some. You can use create some various process. Including some manufacturing, very simple manufacturing, assembly, and the free circulation goods. Okay. Here's just show you a business model. In this area, we can say because normally the nearby the port, right? And because the location is quite the space not enough. So we have sometimes we can store some material or part in this warehouse. Then so outside their neighboring area, they have industry part, side part, export, processing zone, or plain text. They can offer some very simple or follow processing or manufacturing or cutting on its own. Okay, this is another business model, and here's a automobile assembly case in commercial port. Basically, it's in Taipei. For example, in Taipei we have Dongyan Logistics, and they export some automobile, car parts, or automobile car parts, and to assembly, and then we export to another country. Here is our leak assemblies, and also imports another OC product from OC, and to some tax area, because they can assembly in some industry, park, and the land when they become the finished good, and we export to another place. Here is talking about cargo transshipment case in free zone. This Gaussian, Gaussian basically it belong to our logistics hard port. So they can set up some transshipments hard port in the warehouse or logistics center, especially for the bulk cargo. This is talking about some e-commerce or express cargo, located in the Taipei port and some Taipei port and Gaussian port. Because many China they have some, you can order some. That means the Taiwan consumer can order some cargo from the mainland China by the e-commerce. Okay, here it's today we issue. Let's talking about market country consolidation. We get very clean definition because we export from the Hong Kong, Vietnam, Japan, or to consolidation in Taiwan, then export to another different place. Okay, you can see this performance in Kingdom ports. They have this mark of 9,780 turns, and then increase it to the 10. Gaussian port increase more many turns, and Taichung the same. Okay. Okay, you can see this figure can show some special for some area from, for example, Taichung, and their trade volume statistic is increasing compared with Kaohsiung and compared with the Keelung port. Okay, here's talking about trade barriers. So you can see the trade barriers and for commercial port here. Okay, this trade barrier statistic from 2007 and 2016. Just talking about the multi-country consolidation is another issue for this topic, because we can console a different country, their products, and in Kaohsiung port or Keelung port, then useless logistic center or some warehouse to do some console and re-export to other country. Okay. How about the evolution of MCC in commercial free trade zone? Actually, 2014, the customer administration, they delegate some or deregulate some customer aid to allow some freight forwarder can handle this kind of MCC, and to apply for customer dedication for transshipment and the goods. Okay, so MCC, their purpose is to extend some cargo source of commercial ports, attracting some mega ship bursting, and follow FTZS port operation, and to increase some improvement opportunities. Okay, and how to make the Taiwan become a Western Pacific transshipment, logistic, and distribution center. Okay, here's just a short map. It's very easy to understand what is the definition of MCC and the layer. So you can import from different country the product and the console here, and then we export to user ship to transport to another destination. So you can see our MCC maybe offer some advantage. For example, the cost-effective solution, more economic FCL freight leg, because the cargo volume increases. So sometimes freight forwarder can offer very cheaper freight for them, and the use of hub and spoke network model, and maximize their profit by calling at hub port. Okay, also have a different kind of disadvantage. How about the current status of MCC in commercial port free trade zone? Basically, the MCC so far in Taiwan, their performance is not so good. For example, the 2016, they also permit some 12 logistics service provider and 7 container freight station, but their handling volume is not so many, and also take part in this kind of activity. Their business company also not so many. Okay. So the primary issues are like this, and because the government told us this kind of MCC can handle a lot of turn cargo volume, but actually it's not so many, because you can see this number, and they can introduce some 500,000 to 600,000 turns foreign transshipment cargo, and improvement of 2,000 people. But actually only we got according to our statistic show the number only 270.5 turns. So the gaps was very serious. Okay, where's the problem? Of course, import, export, transshipment cargo is separate from warehouse, and because according to our customer regulation, we have import berths is recognized by customer authority, is got some license, the warehouse license, special for our MCC, and also including the berths. Okay, so the absent the sufficient MCC warehouse in the some port free zone will result in some to carry out multi-country transshipment operation. Okay, and also the transshipment goods are adopted as a general import as for custom clearing operation. So far it's irregular by the custom authority. They cannot handle very easily. Okay. How about solution? Yeah, we have suggested some solution. For example, deregulate of MCC law and the regulation. How the freight forwarder can declare some cargo manifest directly to customer and to handle some transshipment related matter. So the government authority have continued to increase the MCC operation regulation. For example, including the regulation of freight forwarder management by custom, regulation on container freight station management by custom, operating guidelines of our custom clearings and manager for transshipment goods. Okay, here's establish some public warehouse, because if you can offer some public warehouse, that means more cheaper. So freight forwarder don't need to set up their warehouse. They just become to leasing the warehouse for their handling their cargo, MCC cargo. Okay, construction some MCC information platform. So the government set out some MCC platform. You can use this kind of MCC information platform to apply for your customer clearing and messaging. Okay, this is flowchart of this information about the platforms from A, access to MCC information, and then console messages and application for MCC transshipment messages, and connect with the customer clearing warehouse system, transshipment warehouse, and finally to finish. Okay, how about implication of some MCC case for logistics service provider? First one, to improve economic scale of MCC cargo, because they can create some their cargo. Yes, quite very important cargo source for Kaohsiung port. Okay, you can see the MCC based so far operating cost. Kaohsiung port basically compared with Hong Kong, Singapore, and Busan. Their operating cost quite very high. You can see, for example, compared with Hong Kong and Kaohsiung, CBN about $80,360, and you can exchange to US dollar is 12.55 CBN per US dollar. That means unstopping charge. How about Hong Kong? Only 7.7. Singapore 10. So that means if Kaohsiung Port would like to do this kind of MCC, so they have followed their rules and decrease their unstopping charge. Okay, to enhance global logistic network or relationship is quite very important. To provide some different service, MCC of course quite very important to create some cargo. But the problem is if you cannot just do some just like your competitor Hong Kong, Singapore the same way. You have to introduce some new item. For example, you can create some cold chains or some high tech or something, or medicine or fruit. This kind of product you can do that. Okay, to see the high frequency of selling road service. Basically, the MCC, their parcel or their quantity is not so many, but their needs a lot of selling frequency. So how to persuade shipping company to offer a lot of some selling frequency for the MCC service provider, quite very important. Okay, here's the status of shipping routes number of commercial port visit zone. Now, to lessen the movement cost across some warehouse, so how to reduce some MCC operating costs is another very important issue. to issue the safety goods and keep the freight forwarder, I think so support they have pay more attention this kind of MCC cargo layer movement. Okay, number 7, developing the customized information system. System quite very important how to handle this cargo. So in the future, maybe freight forwarder can join this kind of e-logistic information system to integrate their system and track their cargo. Okay, my name is Yi-Chih, and this is my personal profile, and hope you can understand. And if you get some idea, please send the email to me. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye bye.